Hello, I got asked to do a video on Tumblr about my holiday, and I made a video before I went on holiday. I don't remember what about because I lost the video, but so I have spare time right now, so I'll just make a video now. We went on holidays. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago or something. Well, we went on the 14th anyway, till the 23rd. Yeah. We went to Casada, which is just outside Rojales, which is just outside Guatemala, which is just outside Alicante. So everyone thought we were staying in Alicante, but we weren't. We were staying in like a small village thing. Every time I do that, I'm fixing my septum. I'm not like picking my nose. Septum. I swear. So so yeah, we stayed there for 9 days, and it was really really fun. And we were really nervous that we wouldn't get served drink, because we thought that the legal age was 16, but it turned out to be 18, so we were like, fuck no, because that was our entire plan, to just be like drinking on holidays, because it's Spain, so everything's ridiculously cheap. We didn't realise how cheap it was until we got there. Oh my god, everything was so cheap. I brought over €130, and I honestly don't know how I spent it, because I didn't even bring that much stuff back. I brought like 20 gram, 230 grams, a 50 gram like of tobacco, and a box of Black Devil fags. And then when I was over there, I bought like loads of fags because they don't sell tobacco in normal shops. They only sell them in tobacconists. So, and I didn't know where that was for a few days, so I just had to buy fags. And I don't smoke fags. I don't smoke cigarettes. Whenever I say fags, people think I'm being homophobic, but I'm not. I'm just what we call them. I don't smoke cigarettes. I only smoke rollies, like rolling paper rolly things, because they just taste nicer and they're cheaper. So yeah, we were really nervous that we wouldn't get served, and so the first night we went into a pub, and we tried to get fags, and they were like, yeah, sure, no bother. And I was like, class. So we got fags, and we were like delighted, and then we were like, oh, I bet we're not going to be able to get served drink. We went into the pub, got drink. I was like, class. And it was so cheap. Like in Ireland, a pint is a fiver, like at least. Well, not at least, but like usually it's a fiver, but it could be more expensive. And in Alicante it was like 2.20. I was like, well, it depends on what you got, but yeah, cider. And the town, we didn't know it, but the town was actually an Irish town. Well, it was an Irish and English town, but we did not know that before we went there. When we were trying to find a pub, the first pub we saw was called Shenanigans, and it was Irish, and we were like, oh cool, because we thought no one would speak English. When in Guatemala though, which is a drive from Casada, where we went to go to the beach, no one spoke English there. It was like, no one spoke English. We tried to find a tattoo place, because me and Hayley wanted to get piercings, and we knew this tattoo place. I asked some guy who had piercings, did he know any, and he gave me a card. So we were trying to find it, and no one spoke English. And like, oh, it was just so annoying. And no one knew where it was, and it was on the main fucking street. We figured it out, and it was on the main street, and I was like, how do you not know where that is? You spot. So yeah, but yeah, we got served, and I was delighted, because I never get served drink, because I look about 12. So in Ireland, it's not strict, but it's pretty strict about like ID and stuff. Depends where you go, but like I'd never get served in a pub ever. In normal shops, I'd never get served. Only in one or two shops that are known for serving underage people, I get served. And sometimes in normal shops, I get served tobacco, but never ever alcohol. Never, 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 never. So yeah, we went to Super Value, and we were so nervous, because we were like, what happens if we don't get served? That'll be really embarrassing. So we went, and we got Smirnoff Ice, because it was very hot, and we were like, ooh, we just need a cool, like, drinky drink thing. So we got Smirnoff Ice, and I know you're like, oh, you could easily get served Smirnoff Ice, it's not even vodka. But we were pissing it, like, we were so afraid. So we went up to the counter, and we were like, we casually put it down with a load of other things, and we were like talking away to the Spanish person, like pretending to like ignore the cashier in case she asked us for ID. And she just passed it through, and we were like, yes. So we were delighted. And then we did that like every day. Everything is so ridiculously cheap. A 50 gram of tobacco in Cork would be like €22 or something like that. In Spain, it's €6, €6.30. What the fuck? I was like, oh my god. And there was a tobacconist, and there was just so many fags and so many, or cigarettes or whatever, so much tobacco, and we were like so happy. I was like, oh my god, I want to live here. Got way too hot during the week though. Like on one day it went up to like 42 degrees, and it was just like we were staying in a villa, and there was like tiles outside and like on the rooftop garden thingy, and we could not step foot on them because it was so hot. Like even if you were wearing shoes, it was ridiculous. We stayed in this villa that Hayley's neighbour owned, and she like let us stay there if we paid the electricity bill. But she let us. Sorry, my legs are covered in midget bites, and it's really really painful. Midget bites, like bug bites, you know. I just call them midget bites. And yeah, we stayed in a villa, and it was like a pool. It was like our pool. Well, it was like the villa's pool. It was just down the road, like not even down the road, like 4-second walk. It was class. And we jumped in that a lot of times when we were drunk. And I can't swim. Well, I couldn't swim before I went to Spain, and then Hayley taught me. And you know, I'm a shit swimmer, but I'm really surprised that I even was able to get in the water, because I used to have like a really really big fear of water when I was like younger. Well, like a few years ago. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself for doing that. Even when swimming in the sea, but got so sunburned, like you can barely see it anymore. You can't see it in this light. But I had a huge, just like from my bikini, it was just like all here was just red, and it was so embarrassing. And I went to the Debs like yesterday, and I had like, it was faded by then, but you could still see it, and it looked like a rash. And I got on the back of my legs and on my back as well. When we were at the beach, me, Carrie, and Hayley got henna tattoos, because we're so cool. But Hayley got a yin yang on her wrist, and me and Carrie got like hash leaves on our back. Well, like I'll show you, but I don't know if you can see. I can't really show you. But it's there. It's kind of faded. Oh, ignore that bruise. Oh, that's red. Yeah, ignore that bruise. That's from a fairground ride in Spain. They are vicious. Like seriously, the Spanish must have like something wrong with them, because their like festival ride thingies are like lethal. I swear to God, I thought I was going to die when I was on them. Anyway, I get so sidetracked, and it's already 7 minutes gone. So yeah, it was so fun. We just like drank every day, and you know, my new favorite thing is Bacardi and lemon, because it's just so nice when it's hot. But I actually cut down smoking a lot when I was over there, because it was just too hot. It was burning my throat so bad, because it was like 38 degrees, and you'd be outside, and you know, even if you weren't smoking, you could not stand around for like a few minutes without like passing out. So like standing outside for a few minutes with a rollie is just impossible. So I actually cut down on smoking a lot over there, and I bought so much tobacco. But I'm really surprised that I didn't buy way more tobacco, because we went in duty free when we were coming back. Me and Hayley had to fly back by ourselves, and because her mum was staying on a few more days, and we went into the duty free, and it was like 50 grams for like 60 quid, and we were like, oh, why didn't we spend our money on that? I brought over so much money, and I have no clue how I spent it. It's so unfortunate. I was so annoyed. I didn't even get clothes or piercings or anything. It was all spent on like alcohol, like random pieces of food like crisps, and like tobacco and cigarettes. So I'm really pissed off at that. But oh well. And I want to go back next year. It's so cute. I love it so much. But it's the first time that me and Hayley went on holidays, so it was really special. I thought it was special. And Carrie, her cousin, came over as well, so that was good fun. And it was so, I don't know, it was so girly or something. Oh look, yellow. And it was so girly, and we were all like, ooh, cool, let's go get cocktails. So it was cool. And her mum was over, but then Carrie's mum came over as well, and Hayley's mum's boyfriend came over as well, and Hayley's mum's boyfriend's son came over as well. So you know, the adults were, you know, distracted, so we just went drinking, and it was class, and got so drunk on the last few nights, and we were like like one night, the second last night, I could not talk. I could not stand, I could not talk. I was like paraplegic, and I went swimming because I'm so smart. But yeah, so there was no English speakers, and you know, when I went over to Spain, I expected everyone to be like ridiculously good looking. But there wasn't that many good looking people, and I was very disappointed. Spain, you disappoint me. So yeah. Yeah, so that's my holiday. It was really, really fun, like ridiculously fun. My favourite on holiday. And yeah, I was gonna get a piercing over there, but I didn't have enough money because I wanted to spend my money on drink, and I could just get a piercing over here. It was cheaper over there, obviously, but it was still like 30 or 40 quid. So I was like, fuck that. I was gonna get my lip done on this side, yeah. I also was gonna get my eyebrow done, but I have no eyebrows, so it would be really hard to draw on my eyebrows if I got my eyebrow done. And I was gonna get a venom bite there. or else I was going to get collarbone piercings. But I managed not to get any. But I think I'm going to get spider bites there. I'm not sure how that would look, or like a ring or something. I don't know. But I want my nose pierced, but I have my septum, so at the same time I don't. Like, it suits some people, but okay, now I'm blabbing. It suits some people, but I have a really weird nose. Like, I hate my nose so much. And before I used to be like, my nose is perfect, but it's actually not. It's so big, especially when I go like, look how big it is. Really big. I never noticed it before, but it's kind of buttony though, so that's okay. It's not, at least it's not like, yeah. So yeah, that's my holiday. So Viva Spain. I was so happy. I love Spain so much. I want to go back and learn Spanish and be like, we couldn't speak Spanish, so all we just all went around going aki kiki, because that seems like, that just sounds like what every Spanish person is saying. So we were just like arriba arriba kiki ja 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 fume mata and all that kind of shit. And I kept on speaking French by mistake, and it was really embarrassing. And everyone was like, I was like, why don't Spanish people speak French? They're like neighbors. So yeah, and yeah, my hair's gotten blonder. I have ginger roots, fuck you. But my hair's gotten blonder. The sun bleached it quite a bit, and then I bleached it again, and it's kind of blonde now. So I'm really happy about that, and I'm going to go to a hairdresser and get it like properly blonde, like white blonde. So I cannot wait, and I'm going to get extensions, and I'm going to be like, ooh, all girly. My hair is not, I didn't cut my hair, it's just tied up at the back at the moment. There's not much to tie up, but it's like, that's getting way longer. Okay, that looked like it didn't make any difference, but it actually did. Okay, so shut up. But yeah, that was my Spanish holiday, and I loved it so much, and I want to go back, and yeah. So someone teach me Spanish, please, because I don't know any Spanish. So, in Spanish, teach me it. Oh, and I stretched my ear up to 20. Looks manky, I love it, fuck you. Thank you, bye. Thank you. Okay, see you. I don't know what to say at the end of the video, it's really awkward. Okay, bye. Yeah, okay, bye.